wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Two and now on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll check this down, complete to Dillon. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. It's Love now back near his goal line. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. On play action, Love to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Muse. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Love now. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Love from the gun. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, is car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Love, they go play action now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw now, here's Love. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. McCann's got it teed up. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down at 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's Smith to return it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. He'll find Aguara complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Tua to throw again. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Tua going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. It's Eckler again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running on first down, Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel, 61 yards. And the Texans add on. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Tua on 4th down. Flush to his right. He hits Adams, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 23-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
17.
McCann's got it teed up. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Dances by him. It's a room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Hayden Hurst. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every.
Oh, and now they're under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe
they
saw something on film, but do you see something? And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Tua now on first down. On the move to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.